What are your thoughts with, there's a lot of talk obviously about like the power of affirmations, right? I've done some work in the last year with Tony Robbins.
Yep.
And he has his incantations where it's like, if you want to change your state, you need to combine changing your focus, your language, and your physiology. So it's like incantations, it's like bringing more passion and emotion to it, getting your physiology involved. So you're actually reprogramming your nervous system in that process rather than just looking in the mirror and saying, I am beautiful, I am successful, I am abundant, right? Which is what I think a lot of spiritual people think of when they do affirmations. So what is your mindset around that? And what are some personal things that you implement in your life to elevate your vibration and really program your mind in a positive way?
It's a great question. The power of affirmations, a lot of people hear that and they're like, what kind of woo-woo spiritual stuff is this? I'm a man of science. I'm definitely on the spiritual side, but nothing that I can't prove one way or another. And everything can be proven. You just need to know how to look at it. A couple decades ago, there was this man named Dr. Masaru Emoto, a Japanese businessman turned scientist. He had a hypothesis. His hypothesis was, is it possible for my thoughts, my emotions, and my words, my intentions, to impact the environment around me? And the way that he went to test that hypothesis was with water, because water has a molecular structure to it. And he wanted to know, could my emotions, my intentions, my affirmations, my thoughts, and my words change the molecular structure of water without touching it? So he took one glass and he said, I love you. Good intentions, positive vibes towards that. And everybody's looking at him like, what the hell is this guy doing? There's no way anything's going to come out of this. This was years ago, a couple decades ago, 3 decades maybe. He then took another glass of water and he did the exact opposite. I hate you, you're disgusting, you're gross, and so on and so forth. He then took that water to test his hypothesis, froze it, took a sheet of it, put that sheet of frozen water in a petri dish under a microscope. And lo and behold, the positive water with positive intentions all had molecular structures that were all coherent like snowflakes. Perfect structures. And the negative one was all distorted and ugly looking. And he tested it over and over and over again, and it kept happening over and over and over again. Now, what does that teach us? Well, me and you and everybody else are made up of roughly 70% water. Water is how energy moves through your body. If you have coherent structures of water, energy has a path to move through in a coherent way. But if you have distorted structures of water, energy gets stuck. And when energy gets stuck, you have stagnation in the body. That's what the word disease is. It's a dis-ease of energetic flow. So not only do I believe in positive words and affirmations, we know that they work scientifically. And if you want to take it a step further, if I ever did something to like curse you, right, and have really bad intentions towards you as Jeremy, not only am I hurting you, I'm hurting myself first and foremost, because the frequency of that thought towards you and the words, if I spoke them towards you, is impacting me first in terms of proximity, because now those frequencies are going to distort the structure of water in my body. Energy won't flow, and I will end up getting sick unless I fix it. Now, there's 2 ways of going about it. You can either be very disciplined and every day have your incantations and have your routine and so on and so forth, but being real as a human being, we're going to miss sometimes. Sometimes we have a phase of being really good, and then it doesn't last forever. So right. I like finding ways. I like finding systems. How can I do something that regardless of my level of discipline, I'm going to have that around me almost 24/7? Exactly what you're talking about with positive affirmations and all that is one of the fundamental pillars of the light system technology. It has affirmations built into it that are scrolling on a screen in an encoded way that I sit in front of every single day in my office. It's there 24/7, whether I like it or think about it or not. And now I can actually program those intentions in a way where not only I'm getting the color therapy and everything else that the technology has, but I've now created a system that's not dependent on my discipline.
Yeah.
It's dependent on electricity and me paying a bill, which always happens every single month in my apartment.
Yeah.
All I have to do is that. The system does the rest. I sleep around it, I sit around it, and it's a little hack along the way, alongside all the other things that you must do. Your diet, your water, your breathing, your meditation. But some days we miss, some weeks we miss, sometimes we're going through a phase. You still want that all around you all the time in terms of creating a coherent environment for yourself instead of just depending on your discipline. And with that, just like Dr. Masaru Emoto showed us the effects of what it can do to water, we see the same thing with the system. And the testimonials are insane, dude. You're seeing people with autism that are nonverbal start speaking again. That's something that's unheard of. You're seeing people with bad vision reverse their eyesight. Without much hair, getting thicker hair, growing their hair. With back pain going away. All of these things are self-reported testimonials that people are sharing, and the beautiful thing is, it's the opposite of what the medical system does to us today. The technology is not healing you. You are healing yourself. The technology is a system that you're using to give your body the proper resources to do what it does best. Your body is your healer.